He-Man, he, she. What other name could it be? Um, Bulldagger, um, he, she. All names for um, might be. Oh, she's mannish. Um, I'm just trying to describe all names that maybe a man would call a woman in leadership. Now the new word is hustler. I've been called hustler. So there's all kinds of names, but the bottom line, I think it's called leadership. Being the lead of what you do. I'm a single mom. I have two children, 18 years apart. I had my daughter when I was 26 years old, and my mom helped me a lot with her. My mom helped me, and she helped me a little bit because she lived out of town, and so she would take her like in the summer, So that was a big help. And I struggled all through that, and I didn't have my business till my daughter was in high school. That's when I got the entrepreneurial sniff, and I told myself, "Wow, I'm going to get this business going," and I did. And my daughter was ashamed of it. To be honest, she was ashamed because I started my business outside. And if anybody's watched my channel before, I'm Lady Outside, Renee McDaniel, a sales business consulting person. Because mine's is not really like coaching. It's this kind of, it's something different. But I started my business outside. So she was a little ashamed of that. Because she was. She says now that she's older that she wasn't, but she honestly was. And then I did my business, and at first it was a struggle. It was a struggle. It made me want to quit. It made me want to go run out and fill out a job application, but I didn't do that. And 15 years later, I'm still doing it. I do sales. I sell products. I have some of my products I make myself. I do candles. Whatever's requested, but primarily I do fragrances, and they're all oil-based, extracted, pure oil, not watered down and cut like the carry-out stores. They're just pure oil. So after her embarrassment and everything, how she felt, that didn't deter me as mom. I still did it. But what the video is really about is like women. Women, we get our urges. We want to have a baby. He's cute. I want it to look like him. I want his dimples to look like, we get that. Where men, they might not feel that, but we do as women. So time went on. My daughter turns 18. I'm doing my business about 4 years, and I get pregnant. Everybody knows unprotected sex might lead to pregnancy, but hell, after 18 years, I didn't think I can get pregnant again, but I did. But I still wanted to continue on in my business, and I'm so happy that I did, because that might be a deterrence for a lot of people. I know men might watch my video and women, but this is for the ladies. What are you going to be doing later when your children are grown up? And that was my main rah-rah when I started my business when my daughter was in high school, because I figured, oh good, she could be out the house, because she was a handful. She could be out the house, and then I can do my business and associate with my customers and do this and do that. But then, like I said, I was into my business 4 years and I got pregnant, so I didn't really do things like I should have as scheduled, because who knows where I'd be now. I love the one-on-one contact, and I have a website now and everything, but I could have been doing other things, but instead I was changing Pampers and things like that, which is nothing wrong with that, but it is an issue when you're thinking about your future. So maybe I'm a selfish type of pushing a baby out person, because I'll have a baby, I'll love you, I'll cuddle you, but after a while it's kind of like, wow, well, what about me? And I think a lot of us as ladies need to have that attitude. What about me? What about when your children are older? What are you going to do? Wait for the grandkids to come over? That is fine, but that's not for me. And it might be women like me that feel the same way. That's kind of not my dream. That's not my pie in the sky. Children are a lot of work. Yeah, we love them, and really they could be 50 years old and you can be 90. They're still your child. So I don't have anything against having children, but I'm just saying, don't lose yourself in your child, in your man. Don't lose yourself in anything. Be true to thyself. And when you own a business or you start a business up, a lot of it is mental. It's like, what do you want to do? Because there's going to be ups and downs like your job, ups and downs like your man. It's going to be like that. But ultimately, it's like a race, like running track. Even if you're in a relay, you pass the baton. They put the fastest person at the beginning and at the end. That's how they do it. So what's your race going to be ran? You got to think of that. And it is a woman-based thing, because men, they're awesome. They're this, they're that. Half the things that I've gone on in a relationship with me, a man wouldn't even put up with. He'd leave me alone. Men don't like women that do certain things, and they don't tolerate it. But women bend a little bit. They might, push the line a little further. If you want to start a business, give me a call, Renee McDaniel, and consider yourself first. And I'm a woman in business, and I'm outside doing it, rain or shine. I'm not a he, she. I'm not a hustler. I'll maybe go for that, but that sounds a little mannish. But I'm definitely not a bulldozer or a dyke or anything like that. I'm just a female that didn't want to work for anybody, and my dream came true. I'm not. And now I'm going to give back, as far as those that want to learn and those that want to explore leadership, as far as owning something and getting paid to do it. So that's really what I just wanted to come in the video to say. I mean, just because you're a female, even a man, there's men raising children too, because there are 2 and 3 of them. Maybe the woman, she said, I'm dropping the ball. Raising children is a hard job. Having a business is a hard job. Going to work is a hard job. It's all of it. If you don't like the snow and it's snowing and your car is stuck and you got a flat tire, all that crap is hard. But it's just deciding what you want to do on a regular. So if you want to sit home and wait for your kids to have kids and your kids' kids to have kids, hey, that's fine. Have a party. If you're near me, I like to come. I love balloons. But if you're looking for a leadership type thing and you're a female and you're like, dang, I like to start a business, I might be your go-to. Because the first thing is getting started. And not so much, oh, I got my products, I got everything. Started here. Started here. And then let the seed grow. Renee McDaniel, talking to you about just women in business. Sometimes, and I learned too, children are hurdles, because I was thinking, oh, my life is ended and all this, and when I had preeclampsia with my son, so he was a preemie, 1 pound, I mean, just all kinds of drama and everything I went through, and at the same time, I didn't want to have a child. I had a child because of his dad wanted it. So a lot of women, we make choices on somebody else, but the best thing I did was made a choice for me, my business. I'm a leader in my business. I do my business. It's something of my own. And it leaves a legacy too. When you give good quality and services to people, it leaves a legacy. And it's something you could be proud of. You could be proud of your children, but hell, ain't nothing wrong with being proud of yourself. Have a great night. Have a good night.